We are back with another video. Now, this video is going to be a little bit different. I wanted to go over back testing, how I personally do back testing and data gathering. Now, as you can see here, this is from Thursday, the 24th of February, 2022 to Wednesday, the 30th of November, 2022. And this is 279 days worth of data that, as you can see, I clearly collected here. I've marked up, gone over. And logged all of this data. Now, the reason I started the 24th of Feb is because the 15M didn't go further back than this, and I did all of this on the 15-minute chart. And I stopped in on the end of November, mainly because December I don't really trade, to be honest. And I'm yet to do February this year. December and January, it's always good to, sit out of the markets, let the markets rebalance, reprice, etc., etc. Anyway, what you can see here, right, is all of this data that, I've gathered on the 15-minute chart. And I am on the 4 hour here, as, I didn't really want to release all of my source onto YouTube at this moment in time. But I don't do the conventional back testing in a sense of, doing bar replay like so, and playing price on, and okay, I enter here. Da, da, da. No, why? Because one, it takes too long to play the candles on. I'd rather go over and see price as it is here and mark up. Like mark up all the valid trades according to my plan in hindsight, and record all that data. So as you can see here, or if I go to my Discord, right, I've got my own Discord server where I posted all of this data. As you can see, the first trade came on the 3rd of March, and all of these screenshots throughout the year of 2022. Right, it took me about 2 days down to Monday, the 28th of November. Right, so what I gained from all of this is this information here. So it told me that the average trades per month that I should see is about 15. Right, this is the average number of trades that I should see on a monthly basis. Now, I broke it down into, each month, London and New York sessions. So here, the monthly total for March was 23 trades, which was 16 wins and 7 losses. Now, 9 of those wins came in New York, and 7 of those wins came in London. 6 losses in London, and 1 loss in New York. So this told me that for the month of March, my overall strike rate was 70%, but obviously the New York strike rate was like 90%, 95% strike rate, which I actually didn't do the individual strike rate per month. I just did the overall. So this tells me that, in March in March last year, sorry, on average was a 70% strike rate, April 75%, May 70%, June 94%. July 66, August 66, September 64, October 77, and November 80%. So clearly, it shows me that these months from July to September are less optimal. Yes, they're still great, as it's obviously above that 50% mark, but less optimal. So it's something that I can take into consideration for this upcoming year. Now, I also worked out the overall strike rate of the strategy is 74%, right? So out of every 10 trades I take, roughly 7.4 of those will be winners and 2.6 will be losers. And the average New York session strike rate is 80%, and the average London session strike rate is 68%. So this then tells me obviously that this specific set of criteria is more suited to trade New York. However, I can't outrule London. London is my preferred trading session. So overall, this gives me confidence in this specific strategy moving forward, that it is profitable over a large sample set of data. This is 137 total trades throughout the year, 101 wins and 36 losses. And based on the percentage gain of profit based on 5R, just targeting 5R, so a 1 to 5 risk to reward ratio, you can see, it's clearly a very profitable strategy. What I also noticed, but I haven't actually included in this set of data, is that um, the average risk to reward ratio is between 8 and 12. So, if I did these numbers, say for 8R, they would be considerably higher. However, I did just want to be conservative in my, testing, and just base it, off sort of the lower set of probables that play out. I do like to hold my trades a little longer, but this just shows me that even with the lowest risk to reward ratio that I target is still a very profitable strategy overall. Now, I hope that makes sense. Now, like I said, this is the data here, and I strongly advise all of you to do this because you need data on your strategy to be able to confidently move forward and execute that strategy um, perfectly, consistently, without the fear of loss, because you've seen over a large sample set of trades this play out perfectly. And as you can see, I've clearly done the work here. It took me about 3 days. So, this is 3 days of work. And the 3 days was to one, mark it all up, plus also analyze. So I spent 2 days and lies. I spent 2 days doing, all of this malarkey, marking it up. And then I spent one day analyzing and putting it into, the data. So now, we're coming obviously, or we're in February, coming into um, the more probable trading sessions, as opposed to what's shown here in my data. I can now confidently move forward, knowing that I can execute this strategy perfectly, and I know that over a large sample set of trades, it's going to be profitable. Anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If this video gets 1,000 likes, I will actually drop the full strategy, my full trading plan for this specific sample set of data. So you guys, can test it yourselves and see if it's something that you want to implement.